Okay, welcome back, YouTube, and everyone that's live on the call. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you joining and spending the time to be with us today. So, before we start, let's just ask for blessings. So, just inviting you to have your hands over your heart. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. To all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, especially Buddha Kuan Yin, Lord Mahaguru Ling, Master Chokok Sui, Master Ko, to our higher souls, to our divine selves, to our sacred teams, Saint Germain, Arotutu, Prisha Katunubina, and Midnight, Archangel Michael, Goddess Isis, Lord Rabbi Yehoshua Ben Medium, to Mother Earth and all the plant medicines, we humbly ask for your divine blessings, love, kindness, compassion, for divine illumination, divine oneness, for abundance of prosperity, inner healing and physical healing, for the inner strength to continue with our spiritual practices, for divine assistance, divine soothing healing energies, divine guidance and divine protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With thanks and in full faith, so be it, and so it is. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about fears and anxieties and worry, maybe over being overly worried about something, overly cautious or concerns. And I think it might be helpful to also share some of my own experiences with that. When it comes to especially stepping into the unknown or a new adventure or things that maybe we just don't have any knowledge or awareness of. So let's see, where do we start with this? So I think it'd be helpful to just share a little bit about my own journey when it comes to fear and anxiety. So my experience growing up was constantly living in this state of anxiety, state of fear. I was always overly worried and concerned about the things happening around me. So, for example, I was always scared to be talking to people or be connected with people. I had this overwhelming feeling of I have no idea what they're going to do, and I couldn't really put it into words. I just knew that if I looked people in the eyes or if I started talking to them for a certain amount of time, I would just have this like overwhelming sense of like dread and fear coming up, and I would sometimes even have panic attacks. And obviously, this was not easy to live with and not easy to grow up with. And even like stepping into things that I had no idea what to expect, it was like this tendency to want to control everything, to want to be in control of what I'm about to step into. So if I don't know what's going on, I would often, like, as much as I could, I would try to ask as many questions as I could. So like, okay, like, what is this thing that I'm going to go into? What is happening with this? What am I going to be doing? What are you going to be doing? And really trying to understand and really trying to control what is the outcome that I'm hoping for this so I can avoid all the potential bad things that might happen. And by going into this was my first way of kind of stepping out of that anxiety and stepping out of that fear, was trying to break down and understand what it is that I'm trying to do, or something that someone else is trying to do, or what it is that we're trying to do as a group, or whatever the situation is. And I would say that doing that created some level of safety for me. So going from this state of I'm terrified all the time, I'm overwhelmed, I can't handle this, to now I'm going to try and push through this, and then I'm going to try to also at the same time understand and control it. Asking yourself what it is that you have control over in any given situation. So, what things are out of my control? What things do I control? What do I have power over? What do I not? We always have control over our actions, what we decide to do, what we say, what we think, what we feel. We have that power, we have that ability. Whether you realize it or not, we have the ability to do that. However, sometimes emotions, thoughts, like fears, worries, concerns, even traumas tend to overwhelm us. All of these energies can be polluted in the aura, can be polluted in the chakras, maybe embedded deep within. And they could be just overriding us and taking over. And I kind of feel like I'm going all over the place with this, but when it comes to that, specifically when the emotions are kind of overtaking us, the more that we identify not with the body, not with the emotions, and not with the thoughts, the more that we identify with the soul, the light being that we truly are, the more we can assert our power, our really true power, our light, love, and power over that, the emotions and the thoughts and our actions. And then we can begin to disconnect and disintegrate all of these negative energies that might be in our aura and our chakras. So, really, at the end of the day, when it comes to fear and unknowns, there's a few things that I found to be really, really helpful when it comes to these things. One of the first things is oftentimes, especially with the unknown, it's kind of this, like, I guess you could call it a blob of, like, I have no idea what to expect. And oftentimes when people are just kind of feeling into it, they don't really have the words for it. So one of the ways to start to release the fear is to write down what it is you're exactly afraid is going to happen. What it is you think, what outcome do you think is actually going to happen? So like in my case with social anxiety, I was afraid that if I walked up to somebody, they're going to just immediately attack me or like do something horrible to me. And I had to prove that wrong by going into situations like going to like the grocery store or going to like a restaurant or wherever, going to like hang out with friends, family, and then going like, okay, like if I go up and say hi to this stranger, most likely they're just going to say hi back. Or if I go up and I say a compliment to a stranger, most likely they're just going to either just say thank you or move on or say hi or whatever it is. And by going through this process of proving to myself that, like, okay, like, it's not as scary as I think it is. Most people aren't going to just attack me or do whatever, like I might think. Then I can begin to let go of this fear by logically understanding, like, okay, like, I understand that just by going about my day, like, bad things aren't just going to randomly happen to me like this. Or if I go up and say hi, or I say like I like your outfit, or I like your eyes, or whatever it is, whatever compliment you want to give somebody, most likely they're going to receive it well and just like move on. So understanding things like that, and again, writing down all the things that you think might happen is a way to slowly expel all the negative energies or negative thought forms that we might be thinking or feeling when it comes to the thing we might be afraid of. On top of that, the more that we essentially turn it in from this unknown whatever could be to like, oh, I'm actually just specifically afraid of this one thing, it controls us less because we understand it more. So energetically, what's happening is the fear energies are usually located in the solar plexus, our midsection of our body. It's usually the kidneys is where it's generated first. By understanding it mentally, so This is kind of getting a little bit into the functionality of the chakras. So the ajna chakra here is higher mental functions. The throat chakra is lower mental functions, which I believe, if I remember correctly, the throat is more about details and ajna is more about big picture. So essentially what you could look at this as we break down and understand a problem, an emotional problem specifically, it raises the frequency and some of it dissipates and disintegrates. So it goes from this lower emotional nature to a more mental understanding. And by raising that frequency up, some of it disintegrates and it gets lighter. So as it continues to be raised up, it will get lighter and lighter and lighter and disintegrate and dissipate. And this is essentially basically what's happening when you go to like a therapist, for example, like a talk therapist, and you go there and you share like, here's all the things that's going on, and then they ask you questions about it, and they're really just trying to help you to understand like what is going on. So by going through that process of talking things out energetically, what's happening, by understanding what caused you to feel a certain way or to create this emotion or create these thoughts or whatever it is, by understanding it more, you raise its frequency and some of it dissipates and goes away. So this is a way to slowly disintegrate and alleviate fears, emotional pain, mental pain, whatever it is that might be causing you a lot of problems in life. The faster way, what I found, more efficient and faster way, is to just use energy. Come to ceremonies like this, come get healings. You can disintegrate all these emotions, disintegrate all these fears, whatever it is, and release these things and let them go. And we all have the power to do this. Like, it's not just like coming to me or coming to some other healer. Like, you have also the power to do this. However, sometimes, like I mentioned before, sometimes those thoughts and emotions can be so overpowering to our current consciousness that it's hard for us to push out of that on our own. So then that is when it's good to ask for help, and to ask for help from friends, family, healers, psychologists, whatever. So any questions about any of that before I move on to the next part? Okay, so let's make this more real. So instead of me just kind of telling you about this stuff, let's actually do a little experiment together. So what I want you to do is take your hands, just rub them together like this. Press the insides of your palms, then shake them out, and then just hold them like this and just compare. What sensations do you feel? Do they feel kind of the same? Do they feel even? Maybe you feel some kind of cold or warm sensations. What are you noticing in your hands? For most people, you probably notice they feel pretty balanced. And if they don't, you can just do this really quick. Just say disintegrate, shake them out, and then just feel again. And again, for most people, you'll probably feel that it's pretty balanced, pretty there. So what I want you to do, looking at your right hand, just look at it and just say verbally, just say anger, 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 anger. Okay? And now in your left hand, just look at it and then just repeat verbally. Say love, 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 love. And now just compare. Which hand, what are you noticing? What are you feeling in your hands? Do you feel a weight? Do you feel like certain sensations on one of the hands? Do you feel lightness, heaviness, warmness, coolness? Like for me, and what I've noticed with other people, is the hand that we said anger to will feel kind of heavy, Like even my hand right now feels kind of heavy, feels a little like kind of gunky, whatever. And the left hand just feels like light and normal. So essentially what we did, well, before I explain it more, the other thing you can do, holding your right hand still, take your left hand and just very gently on the forearm, just very gently come down and just feel around for the energy. Just feel like, where does my hand start to run into something? So like for me, it kind of starts to run into something right there. And then over the palm, where we're holding that anger emotion, just start to come down and then just feel like, where does my hand start to run into something? Do I feel anything here? Is there anything? Is my hand running into anything, something? Am I very gently bumping into anything on my hand? Like for me, I start to feel it maybe right here-ish. And I feel like if I just gently push down, I feel it in my other hand, just like gently pushing down. So you might notice this. And then, okay, so we're feeling nothing that we created on the arm. We're feeling something, some kind of sensation, some kind of thing on the right hand. So now what we can do, we can disintegrate it. So just follow me. Just do disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. And then compare the hands again. You might notice, like now this right hand that felt maybe heavy or yucky or whatever before, now feels the same. It feels very balanced as the other hand. Feels light, whatever, kind of the same. So essentially, if you actually followed along with the experiment there, what we did was we used our intention to create the emotion of anger, and we held it in our hand, and then felt around for it, scanned, made sure it was like what we were actually feeling is kind of there, and then we disintegrated it. So our soul has the ability to create emotions and thoughts, and it also has the ability to use our willpower to move the body and take actions to basically create these thoughts and emotions. We can create them at any point, and we can also disintegrate them and get rid of them, basically. So by knowing this, by knowing that emotions and thoughts are just energy that are maybe stuck in certain parts of the body, like anger, resentment could be in the liver, kidneys could hold fear, stomach could hold anxiety. If we have a lot of negative self-talk, that might be in the throat, or even worries and concerns can also be in the throat. By knowing that, we can then use energy to disintegrate and release that stuff. So, yeah, I think that was just like a big thing that I wanted to share with you, because I always find it really exciting when my teacher, Master Ko, shares this kind of exercise with people. So, any questions for anyone on the call around any of that stuff? Or comments or anything you found interesting? Anything? Okay. So now that we know that, let's let go of the fear. Let's let go of the anxiety. Let's let go of all of the negative emotions that we might be experiencing. Let's use energy, use sound to release these things. So I'll very quickly, I'll go through the basics of why we are using sound, why I'm going to be using energy healing, which my crystal is over there. I'll have to go grab it in a sec. But essentially, I'll use a crystal to really deeply disintegrate and extract all the negative energies from your chakras and your body. And then we'll also be using like singing bowls, my violin, different sounds to really elicit some of these emotions to come to the surface. So essentially what sound healing does, for those who don't know, the purpose of using sound healing is when we hear sound, when we feel sound, oftentimes it'll elicit different emotions to come up to the surface. So, like, if you listen to a certain song, it might make you feel sad, or it might make you feel happy, or even angry, or any number of emotions could be brought up by music, because music is a very powerful thing, as I think most people know. Essentially, what's happening at an energetic level is, say we're looking at our liver right here, and there's a bunch of emotions or energies of anger sitting in the liver. As those music vibrations go through, they go through and they start to shake up different parts of our body depending on what frequency is being played. So, if, for example, we're playing a frequency that's making the liver shake, you might experience anger coming to the surface. You might experience, like, wow, I just feel angry right now. I feel a lot of resentment or hatred, or I feel upset, or whatever it might be. And what is happening at an energetic level is that liver is starting to vibrate, and that energy of anger is being shook and shaken and brought to the surface of the body to then be let go of and released and basically disintegrated out into the ocean of energy that we're all swimming in. So, one of the most important things that you can do throughout the entire ceremony, the entire sound energy healing, is to relax, allow, and receive. The more that we relax, allow, and receive, the better all of this is going to work. So in the example of your liver, it's vibrating, it's starting to release the anger to the surface and come out. If you tense, if you find yourself going like, oh, I don't want to like feel this, or I don't want to be in this emotion, this energy right now, or if you even feel your body starting to like physically tense up, what ends up happening is through that tension will actually hold the energy in, that anger in, and maybe a little bit of it will be released and you might get some kind of relief, but the majority of it will actually stay in the body the more that you stay tense. So the more that you can allow and then relax the body, maybe taking a big, slow, deep breath, and then just doing something like that, or just letting it go, just sighing it out, doing big, slow, deep breaths to relax the body, the more that all of that stuff will push that energy out, that negative emotion, that negative thought forms, it'll push it out of the body and then be disintegrated to be released properly, again, either in salt water, deep in the earth, whatever. You don't have to worry about that part. I'll take care of that part. So one really major tip that I find to be really helpful for most people is to say to yourself, I allow, and then whatever the thing you're experiencing. So if, for example, you're feeling fear, you're feeling anxious, maybe you're feeling angry or upset, or maybe you're just noticing a sensation in the body, maybe your fists are clenching or your jaw is clenching, or maybe your thoughts, your mind is just going crazy. You're thinking about all these different things, like, oh, what could happen about this? What am I thinking about that? What about this? What about that? Et cetera, et cetera. If you pause or try to pause yourself and just say, I allow, and then the thing you're experiencing. So if it's anger, I allow this anger. If it's tension, I allow this tension. Or if it's like a chatty mind, your mind's racing, I allow my chatty mind. I allow my thoughts to race. I allow, I allow, I allow. Oftentimes for most people, just by saying I allow and then the thing gives them permission to feel and experience it, and simultaneously the body will then relax and let it go. So by saying I allow this anger, like let that go. I allow this tension, let it go. I allow the chatty mind, okay. And just like, it's okay to feel this. It's okay to think these things. It's okay to be tense in this moment. It's okay. I allow this. It's totally okay. And through that allowing, through that relaxation, through letting those things go, our body then releases it. And then these blockages are released. and our body can then come to a state of balance and harmony and to heal itself from any pain, emotional trauma, mental trauma, physical pain, even physical ailments can be healed in these ways. So by releasing stagnation, releasing blockages, we heal the body. Any questions before I move on to the next part? Okay. All right. So let's see. I think sometimes I feel like people are wondering this is like, why do we spend so much time talking before we get into the sound healing? I think there's a really important thing to understand when it comes to these things is that with certainty and with understanding, we can then release deeper. So if we don't have any understanding of like why we got angry in the first place, for example, and then we release it, we feel good for a moment, there's a good chance that we'll just end up recreating that in the future. Not always, but a pretty good chance that it will happen. So if, for example, like, I'm going to make up something. Say every day at work, you go to work and one of your coworkers says something to you and they say it to you every single day and you just get upset with it. And you've never tried to talk to them about this, never said anything. And then you come to one of these ceremonies and then maybe you release this anger or you become to any number of things, like you see a therapist, you do breath work, anything, and you release all the anger and then you feel great in the moment. And it's like, wow, I released all that anger. I feel great. I no longer have any upset feelings towards this person. Feel amazing. And then a couple days go by, go back to work, coworker comes by and they say the same thing to you, and then you go, I don't like this. And in that case, then the lesson for you to understand and for you to learn is go, okay, I recognize that when this coworker comes up to me and they say this thing, I get upset. What is a kind and loving way for me to bring this up? For me to say something, for me to express a boundary, like, hey, so-and-so, can we talk about this? Like, every time you do this, I end up feeling upset. I feel angry. It doesn't sit well with me. Can we choose a better path forward? Can you not say this to me anymore? Or can we talk about it in a different way? Maybe it's just the way they're saying it that upsets you. Or maybe in more extreme cases, like this is just kind of a very basic, simple case where you just talk to the person, or maybe in more extreme cases, you dive in and you go, okay, well, I've said as much as I could to this person, and it keeps on escalating and keeps on escalating, and now I have to take more necessary action. Maybe I need to get HR involved. Maybe I need to get a lawyer or get the cops involved or whatever it is. This is a whole topic that I covered in one of my last videos on forgiveness, and many people have talked about it. My teacher, Master Ko, has talked about it at length. And really, really the most important thing is through understanding and through learning, we then can learn the lesson that caused a lot of these emotional, mental pains to be there. And through that certainty and through that learning, we can then understand it more, learn from it, and then take different actions in the future to change our life for the better and create a better, more loving, amazing, abundant, prosperous, all these great things for our life, and let go of the emotions that cause those things to be there. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I want to say about that. So let's get into it. Let's do the sound energy healing. So I just want to invite everyone to get comfortable, either seated or laying down, and we will start the healing in about 30 seconds. So I grab my crystal. Okay. So, just inviting you to get comfortable, inviting you to close the eyes. We're going to do a few slow, deep breaths together. So, breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly like a balloon, and holding. And letting it go through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly. And letting it go. One last one, breathing in through the nose, bringing the breath deeper and deeper. And letting it go. Allowing the breath to return to normal with the eyes still closed. I want you to imagine, sense, feel, or see this violet light is washing over your entire body. And this violet light is entering into every part of your being, saturating the blood, the bones, all the organs. Every cell in your body is saturated in violet light. And just allowing, relaxing, and letting go. Hello.
Lord Maharuji Mailing, Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, Lord Shiva, Lord Hanuman, Lord Ganesh, Mother Mary, Lord Jesus, Saint Germain, Master Chokuksui, Master Ko, inviting the divine supreme God, divine Father, Mother, all the great, great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, and with the help and full cooperation of our higher soul, our divine selves, inviting them all to move in closer and word light. A brilliant light on top of your crown, floating just above your crown. Put your complete awareness on that brilliant light. Be still. Be aware. Be aware of the stillness in between the sounds. The stillness in between the breath. The stillness in between your thoughts, in between your emotions. Be still. Be aware. And let go. Be still. Be aware. And let go.
Gently, gently, gently coming back to the body. Gently coming back, keeping the eyes closed. Be still, be aware. Silently say, yes, I, the soul, am super receptive, super conductive. Yes, I, the soul, am super receptive, super conductive to the blessings. So just be aware, be silent, be relaxed and open. Just allow the energies to come through to cleanse your body. The spiritual light coming from God through all the higher beings, through your spiritual teacher, through your higher soul is coming down, 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 and flooding into your crown chakra. The spiritual light is deeply cleansing your crown chakra. It is flooding down, 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 entering into your ajna chakra, the place between the eyebrows, deeply cleansing the ajna chakra, cleansing the back head chakra. The spiritual light is flooding down, 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 entering into your throat chakra, the place where your middle of your throat, cleansing, deeply cleansing the throat chakra. The spiritual light is coming down, cleansing your front heart chakra, back heart chakra. All negative energies in your front back heart chakra are disintegrated now. All negative energies in your throat chakra. All negative energies of negative self-talk, overly concerned, worry, excessive concern are all disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it. The nearest salt water, nearest violet flame, deep in the earth, so be it. The spiritual light is entering into your front solar plexus chakra deeply, cleansing your front solar plexus chakra, cleansing your liver, cleansing your spleen, your stomach of all negative emotions, negative thought forms, negative energies, all anger, resentment, fears, shames, humiliations, anxieties, all feelings of unworthiness are being disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. All imposter syndrome is extracted, disintegrated, disposed of now. So be it, so be it, so be it. The spiritual light is entering into your back solar plexus, deeply cleansing the back solar plexus, cleansing your back liver, your kidneys, your back spleen, are all being deeply cleansed of all subconscious fears, old calcified ideas, beliefs, anger, resentment, hatred, any negative emotions, shame, humiliation, all unconscious, subconscious negative emotions in the back solar plexus are disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it. The spiritual light is coming down, entering into your navel, the place your belly button is located, disintegrating all negative energies in your navel, all addiction energies are disintegrated, extracted, expelled. All negative energies, thought forms, elementals in your navel are disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it. The spiritual energy is coming down into your sex chakra, the place where your pubic bone is located, and is deeply disintegrating all the negative energies in your reproductive organs are now deeply disintegrated. Your hips are cleansed. Your reproductive organs are cleansed. All feelings of shame, humiliation, fears, anger, resentment in your sex chakra are disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it. The spiritual light is entering into your basic chakra, the base of your spine, deeply cleansing all poverty consciousness, all negative energies, negative thought forms, negative elementals, all feelings of unworthiness, not good enough, feelings like you can't be abundant or prosperous, feelings of unluckiness, all disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it. Your basic chakra is filled with spiritual light. All the negative energies are disintegrated deeply and extracted, expelled, properly disposed of in the nearest salt water, deep down to the earth to be neutralized. So be it, so be it, so be it. Your spine is being deeply, deeply cleansed. So be it. Your spine is being cleansed of all negative energies. Your spine from top to bottom is all being deeply cleansed. The spiritual light is going down your legs, deeply cleansing your legs, your knees, your ankles, feet, your soul chakras, the bottom of your feet. All the energy in your soul chakras are being deeply, deeply cleansed. Now, so be it, so be it, so be it. And just be relaxed, be open. We'll go a little deeper. Om Ahum. Om Ahum. Disintegrate, cut, disintegrate. Om Ahum. Cut, disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. Now imagining floating above you is a brilliant ball of white light. And this brilliant ball of white light is coming down, down, down. And this brilliant light is filling into your crown chakra, energizing your crown chakra, energizing your ajna chakra, backhead chakra. It's energizing your throat chakra, secondary throat chakra, your back heart going into the front heart chakras. Energizing the front back solar plexus chakra, front solar plexus, back solar plexus, energizing, deeply energizing and activating your navel chakra, secondary navel chakras, is energizing your sex chakra, your basic chakra, is flooding into your entire body, filling you with white light, with brilliant white light, filling your entire body with brilliant white light. Breathing in through the nose, gently filling the belly, holding, gently letting it go, holding. Absorb the blessings, breathing in gently, breathing in through the nose, holding, letting it go through the mouth. Your entire body is flooded with brilliant light. Breathing in gently, absorbing the blessings, holding, and letting it go gently, holding. Breathing in gently, absorb the blessings, holding, breathing out gently, holding. The entire body is filled with brilliant light. Breathing in one last time, breathing in gently, holding, and letting it go gently. Just silently repeat after me. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies now. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies now. So be it. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies now on all levels, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, etherically, and physically. So be it. Thank you. I'm super, super grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So just gently coming back, inviting you to open the eyes, wiggle the hands and fingers or feet and toes. When we move the hands and fingers or feet and toes, it brings us back into the body faster and grounds us. Inviting you to move the legs and slowly and gently opening the eyes and returning back to a seated position. Okay, hope everyone is feeling better. Make sure you do a little bit of movement after the ceremony just to release any stagnant energy or any energy that your body can't absorb. Just do a little movement. Actually, we'll do one last thing together. Just close your eyes. Well, keep your eyes open for just a sec so you can see me. Have your hands at the chest level, palms facing outwards, then close the eyes. Imagine the earth in front of you. We're going to release all the excess energy that our body can't absorb. So may every person, every being, and Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. May all beings be blessed without exception. May all beings be blessed, divinely blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Now imagining a light going straight down from the base of your spine, the bottom of your feet, going straight down to the earth, maybe 10, 20 feet down. May Mother Earth be divinely blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. May Mother Earth be regenerated, rejuvenated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be blessed with good air, good water, and good earth. So be it. Blessings be to all. So be it. Thank you. Okay. Now I can open your eyes and return back. Okay. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Quick announcements just for everybody. If you ever want to join these calls live, I do them every second and fourth Saturdays of the month, unless I say otherwise on the schedule, but typically it is every second and fourth Saturdays of the month. And as you probably are watching if you're on YouTube, I'll finish that up and then finish the recording and then put it on YouTube for everyone to just watch at their leisure. If you ever want to dive deeper into this work, get more personalized healing, receive pranic healing, sound healing, or some combination of sound and pranic healing from me, and really dive deep on some kind of ailment that can heal you. So this could be anything from a simple headache all the way to helping people like cancer patients out. And it could be anything physical, emotional, mental, anything. Pranic healing is an amazing, amazing modality. It's helped me and so many other people. I helped somebody through using this modality. We helped somebody quit smoking. I helped somebody with correcting scoliosis. Their spine ended up correcting like 5 degrees over the course of a month of working with them. The person who was addicted to vaping, they ended up quitting after one session and then never returning. As far as I'm aware, that was about 1 year and 3 months ago, and congrats to them. They haven't smoked since then. And really, it's just like a science of understanding the body and really knowing like where the negative energies are, and based off of an ailment that you might have, there's different protocols that we can follow to help heal the body of those certain conditions and bring it back to a state of balance and healing, and really a way to live life energized and fulfilled and full of love and all these great things. So if that resonates with you, please reach out to me. The link tree is in the link below. For those on the call, I'll put that in the chat here in the Zoom in a second here. But if you want to work with me, if you want to connect, I would love to see you in the group Signal chat that we have going, or follow me on Instagram, whatever. Check me out, follow me, connect with me, send a message, all these things. I would love to keep supporting you and being there for you. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all I got for announcements. For those of you that will be in person in Minnesota, I think I forgot to mention this at the last ceremony, but this next Friday, the 20th, I will not be doing a ceremony because I'll be out of town for an Arhatic yoga retreat. So I'll be back on the 27th, the Friday after, for that next ceremony, and then back on the regular schedule, the first and third Fridays of the month. So that's what I got. Thank you all on YouTube. I really appreciate you taking the time. Let's just say a closing prayer, and then I'll stick on the call for anyone who wants to chat or share anything afterwards. So, okay. So hands over the heart. Just say a closing prayer. Give thanks to the divine supreme God, divine Father, Mother, to all the great, great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, especially Buddha Kuan Yin, Lord Mahaguru Jumeling, Master Chokkok Sui, Master Ko, to our higher soul, to our divine selves, to our sacred teams, Saint Germain, Orotutu, Prisha Katunupina, Saint Midnight, Archangel Michael, Goddess Isis, Lord Rabbi Yehoshua Ben Radium, to Mother Earth and all the plant medicines. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your priceless blessings and for all that you do. Thank you so much. We're so, so grateful. Thank you. And Lord God, please assign a healing angel and protector angel to everybody here and everybody watching to continue the healing until it is complete. And please close all portals. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With thanks and in full faith, so be it, and so it is. Thank you. Okay. All right. See you in the next one. Bye, YouTube.